Namaste, brothers and sisters, this is Jen and I'm making this video live from my garden. Is there anybody there? It's absolutely boiling in England. Is anyone there? Yeah, we're still in the middle of a heat wave, and if it all gets too much, I'm just going to have to go inside. So I'm going to stay out here for as long as it's all working out. Who have we got? Who have we got on the phone? On the call. So welcome to this 11:11 meditation. Hello Debbie. It's my greatest honour to join with you all. Hi Lisette. To facilitate this meditation. And I'm going to be speaking about stuff that's coming up at the moment, which is all around healing our relationship with the mother. Hi Lisette. And I'm going to talk about the mother wound. Hi Debbie. And what has inspired this guidance that has come through about facilitating this Magdalene transmission, specifically about the mother wound. So I'll speak about that after. But I think it's probably about 11:11 right about now. I don't have any other device apart from my phone, and got 15 of you on the call. Is it 11:11? Anna Maria, can you confirm? Is it 11:11? Debbie, is it 11:11? It might be 11:10, but let's see. Namaste. Hi, hello Robert. Hi. Okay, brothers and sisters, so the first part is going to be a guided meditation. It won't be long, it'll be about 5 or 10 minutes, and today we're being guided to work specifically with the energy of the sun, and Spirit is guiding us to actually work with as though we are the solar flash. So yeah, I'm just going to turn the comments off. Thank you. So yeah, Spirit is guiding us to work as though we are the solar flash, and so we're going to be guided on a meditation where we're going to spring forth from the very center of the sun as the solar flash. That's what they want us to do. It's a bit like a catapult, getting a catapult, pulling a catapult back and going, oof, letting it go, and like we are that force that's going to hit the earth. So this is going to be about a 5-10 minute meditation, brothers and sisters, and I, for the purposes of bringing equilibrium to the collective, I would invite you to just close any other boxes or any distractions that you've got going on in your computer, just to stay focused for 5 or 10 minutes, so that we can really stand behind this powerful meditation. So I just invite you now just to close your eyes and find yourself in a comfortable position. And start to take some deep breaths, breathing in through your navel center, and as you breathe out, just giving your shoulders permission to relax. Just relaxing your jaw, bringing your awareness to where your body is in contact with the chair or the floor. Really attuning to the sensation of feeling supported, feeling held, like bear medicine is holding you, that your little girl and little boy can relax now and be carried and be held in the mother's arms. Really allow yourself, give yourself permission to surrender into the arms of Mama Bear. And she is the chair or the sofa, and she is the force field that is holding you. Allow yourself to really drop into that knowing that you are held. And on the next out breath, visualizing a cord coming out of your root center, and send this cord now deep into the core of Mother Earth. And visualize it as a white cord that is grounding into new earth, new 5D earth. With each out breath, send your grounding cord deeper and deeper. And feel it wrapping itself tightly around the core of Mother Earth. And this time send it so deep that it stirs the sleeping dragons in the inner earth realms, Agartha, the inner earth realms. So visualize your grounding cord going deeper and deeper and deeper. It is so deep now that it is touching the tip of the inner earth that is known as Agartha, the realm of Agartha, the mythical higher dimensional realm that exists within the earth, where our brothers and sisters are awaiting for humanity's collective consciousness to awaken on a collective level to our divinity. Our brothers and sisters in the inner earth are waiting patiently for us. Sending your grounding cord deeper and deeper, feel it wrapping itself tightly around the core of Mother Earth, anchoring you on your grid point. Visualize it now as at the tip of your grounding cord there is a light bulb which turns on and it lights up your specific grid point as we are lighting up all of our individual grid points around the earth, creating this grid, this fifth dimensional grid of unity, of pure love. Now take a moment to visualize a beautiful golden pillar of light ascending from your crown chakra up into the earth, up into the stars. And just attune now to your higher self that is that pillar of light. Feel those waves of presence being sent forth from your higher self, singing to you, humming to you that you are not alone. You have never ever been alone. You are always guarded over by your angelic team, profound love and support. And now in your mind's eye, visualize all 144 of us on this call. You will get to see this call. Visualize us all sitting in the very, very, very core center of our beautiful sun, Solar Logos. And we are holding a high council meeting in the center of our sun. Visualize all of us sitting there in a beautiful circle, all dressed in white, there on a mission to massively support Gaia and her ascension. And just get a sense of all of us plotting away the plan, tuning the fine details of the plan. And the plan is that we are going to be sent forth as the solar flash event. All of us in this circle, the consciousness of all of us in this group is going to be that which is emitted from the very core of our beautiful sun. So just get a sense now we're all preparing, just getting everything ready for this expulsion. Feel yourself getting yourself together. Now please take a deep breath in. And visualize all of us have turned into a fireball, a large, but in comparison to the sun, small fireball. And we as a collective consciousness of awakened angelic souls who are incarnated as earth beings, we as a collective golden red ball of light are being lifted up right now into the very, very heart and centre of the cosmic catapult. Feel a sense of this momentum now, brothers and sisters, as we are all being placed in our position. And on the count of 3, we will click into position. 1, 2, 3. We are now formed as a perfect red ball of light. And we are in opposition in the cosmic catapult. And on the count of 3, we are going to be released via our central, our own personal sun, Earth Sun. And we are going to be sent throughout the solar system, and we're going to enter into Earth's atmosphere. So take a deep breath in. 1. 2. 3. Take another deep breath. When I clap my hands, the ball will be released. I get a sense of all of us now travelling as a unified field of light. We have been emitted from the sun and we're moving so fast, and as we are moving from the sun, we are expanding. We are massively, massively expanding, and we are becoming as large as the earth herself. Get a sense of this expansion occurring as these light filaments are filling up the entire space of this red sphere, which is now turning pink. It's turning a magenta pink, and this ball of fire, this ball of beautiful light, is now flying through our solar system, and it is just about a mile above the earth. And just get a sense now of the light is beginning to penetrate throughout the earth's atmosphere, and as we align just above the earth's atmosphere begins to become saturated with a pink mist. Observe this now, brothers and sisters. Breathe in. And as we breathe out, just observe how this red magenta ball of fire now completely interfaces with the earth. The earth. And we observe that all of us, we have now surrounded the earth, and we all are taking up specific points on the grid, because we've made a light grid now, a magenta light grid. So just attune where you are at on that grid. You're probably near your grid point. And just get a sense now of you being on that particular part of the sphere, and just really, really send all of the love in your heart now to your own personal grid point. And send it out as like hearts, as beautiful holographic hearts, like millions of hearts are pouring out from your heart chakra. And wherever you live is now being infused with heart rain. Feel the unity of all of your brothers and sisters. We are all working together to be the light, to be the event, to assist in the ascension of Gaia, the long prophesied ascension of Mother Gaia. And now observe that we have been hovering around the outer atmosphere of the earth, and we are now about to send this ball of fire into the very, very center of the earth. So just take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, just visualize this outer sphere entering fully into Earth's atmosphere and congregating in the very, very center of Earth's core. Take 3 deep breaths to visualize this. And as this vast pink light, this pink mist, is penetrating Earth's atmosphere, she is activating a deep and profound purification of the 3rd dimensional false matrix. She is subsuming this old paradigm matrix and clearing it away once and for all. And now get a sense that this golden ball of fire that we are, that was sent forth from our sun, is now in the very, very central core of the earth, and is now emitting pink lights. Pink atmospheric anomalies are emitting from this central gold red sphere. And actually what's happened is that we have stayed on the outer sphere as well. We have now gone in, we've holographically split into the center, and now the earth is being pulsated from both sides, from within and without. Just get a sense of this pulse happening now of the earth. And observe how the bird song has transformed, and it is far more melodic. And it's almost like the birds are singing songs that we know, like classical music, like Mozart, Beethoven. Just attune to that now. And observe how the sky has become like the northern lights. But the northern lights aren't just in the northern parts of the world. The northern lights are now everywhere on the earth. In London, in New York, in California, in Australia, in Ireland, in South Africa, Finland, all over. Just get a sense how the earth is now being surrounded by the northern lights, but they are more rainbow-esque northern lights. New hues are coming through. And see it as a pulse, like an energy that's pulsing and sending forth codes. So we are now going to set this intention. This is a very, very powerful earth meditation, and we are setting this intention for this to be stabilized, this visualization, for it to be stabilized, and that it may support all of our galactic brothers and sisters who are so diligently working with all of us to prepare us for the solar flash event. We are their frontline crew. And we now set this into the Earth's atmospheric grid, this visual of this red ball of energy in the core of the Earth, being surrounded by the outer red sphere, and they are pulsing towards each other, sending so much love and transformation into the Earth's atmosphere. Just intending for that to be is enough. Know that this is so, brothers and sisters, and we are helping all of our brothers and sisters on the Earth to awaken, and we are massively supporting our galactic brothers and sisters with this universal ascension. Take 3 deep breaths. And just allow yourself to bathe in that beautiful pink light yourself. Use your hands to bring in this energy into your aura. that it can wash away any fear, any anxiety, any worries, any problems, any issues are now being dissolved and met by this beautiful pink light. We are all so powerful, brothers and sisters. Every single one of us is so powerful. This 11:11 morning meditation is now complete. Whenever you are ready, you can open your eyes and slowly, slowly come back to the room, knowing that this is still carrying on. Hi, Kalika. Hi, Victoria. 44 years, yeah. How do you say your name? Kalika. Yes. Yeah. Well done, brothers and sisters. That was beautiful. Yay. So we're just, oh, Arifa, you're still with us? I love it. Very grateful to be here. Beautiful. So we just give everyone a moment to come back. Thank you, Jen. That was so beautiful. Thank you, Anna. My hands were on fire. Oh, Anna, you're still with us as well. Oh, I'm glad you are, Anna Maria. Yeah, so I'll just give everyone a moment just to come back and yeah, how was that for you? It was that was what they said. I was like, what am I going to do in the 11:11 meditation? They said, well, Jen, you're going to visualize all of you as the event, and you're going to catapult from the center of the sun into the earth. That's what we're going to do. Kalika. That's what we did. So we did it. We fulfilled the prophecy, and so yeah, it's kind of gone a bit cloudy here in England. We haven't seen like a cloud in about 4 weeks. It's actually cloudy, which just feels really good. It feels amazing. I needed to be here. You did, love. So yeah, I've had a lot of people that have been writing to me. Do you know what, guys? I'm actually going to go in because this is quite personal what I'm going to be talking about now, and I think my neighbours are around, and it's kind of like, I know it's like personal for like 47,000 people, but not my neighbours. Look, this is where I live. Isn't it lovely? It's Glastonbury. Okay, we're going in. Wow, I was so moved, touched. Agatha was calling me for a while. It was beyond beautiful what happened in this meditation. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Pauline. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to put the... let's see how this is going to work. Yeah, that's kind of all right. I've got a lovely fan. Actually. So, brothers and sisters, a lot of you have been... I put up about the mother wound. And I've had so many people writing to me saying, like, what is that about? Like, what are you actually referring to? So I just wanted to just share a little bit about what's been going on for me. So I've always had a really, really amazing relationship with my mother. And my mother's called Mary, and she really, really is an embodiment of the Divine Mother. And I've never met my birth father. And my birth father, he's from Israel, and he left my mum when she was pregnant. So I think that what happened was my soul knew it wasn't going to have a father in this life. So it really, really went all out on choosing like a really absolutely amazing mother. And I personally have been blessed to have such a deep and profound friendship and intimacy and connection with my mother. But what I've realised is that that's really, really rare. And because I couldn't believe it was rare, because I just thought that was normal, and I thought that everyone had really, really amazing. I thought that everyone had really amazing relationships with their mother. But it turns out that the sorry, the postman's there, but he's not going to ring on my bell. Cool. It turns out that actually that's not the case. And when I facilitated my retreat in Avalon, it was amazing how many of the sisters in the circle, there was 13 of us, and practically like 8 or 9 of them had really, really difficult relationships with their mothers, and had challenging relationships, and their mothers, maybe they were narcissistic, or maybe they just didn't connect, or they didn't click, and it brought it home for me. I was like, wow, this is really, really common, you know. And actually the work that I do on a one-to-one level, and also the work that we did in the retreat, like all of the sisters wrote to me after, and they were like, Jen, I don't know what we exactly did, but it has healed my relationship with my mother, and you know, that is a miracle that I've been praying for the last God knows how many years. And I think that the reason why possibly that happened is something to do, I don't know, maybe it's something to do with the fact that they're working with me, and they're working with coming into that vibratory field where I have that very, very, very high vibration connection with my mum, and so I'm sort of like transmitting and sharing those codes of, you know, of what that is to be in that kind of relationship. Who knows? I don't claim to understand it all, but what I've also been shown, brothers and sisters, and I'm going to share some really kind of personal stuff with you all, because that's what Spirit's calling me to do. And so I grew up with my mum and my auntie, and my auntie's 2 children, and it was me and my mum. And then when I was 11, my mum met my stepdad, and then my brother came along. But for the first 11 years of my life, it was me, my mum, my auntie, and my 2 cousins, and we all lived together as a family. And none of the 3 of us, me and my 2 cousins, none of us had actually ever met our birth fathers. And that was to do with trauma that had happened in my mum's childhood, where she actually thought it was safer for none of the kids to have a relationship with their fathers. So they sort of, that's why that didn't happen. So we all grew up without our fathers. And basically, about a month ago, my cousin, who I grew up with like my sister, she just decided to send off her DNA to Ancestry.com, and she did, and it came back 8 weeks later with a first cousin. She then contacted this first cousin, and then went down this kind of like sort of rabbit hole, like trying to find out the identity of her birth father. And first of all, she thought it was this guy, and then it turned out they had a DNA test and it wasn't him, and then she thought it was her cousin's dad, and it turned out that it wasn't him. And then one day she went to see the guy who she thought was her dad, and they were driving along, and he said, oh, you really, really look like my cousin. And then anyway, he ended up calling his nephew, and then Kathy spoke to him, and then suddenly he remembered all the details of like meeting my auntie, the nightclubs where they met, meeting my uncles who went and told him that my auntie was pregnant. And then my cousin arranged to go up to Wales to meet him, and then he sent her this picture, and they were identical. He looked more like my cousin than my cousin, if that is even possible, but it's like they're like twins or something. And anyway, they ended up having the DNA test on Friday, and it turns out that he is her father. He's her biological father. And it was like such a massive day for me and for all of my family, because we all grew up, all of us children, we grew up without literally having ever set eyes on any of our fathers. And so this is a momentous week for us, that one of the siblings gets to meet their father. And it was a miracle, and it's brought up so much stuff around family and around the divine masculine, and around having big cosmic reunions with the divine masculine. That's going on, but it's also brought up because my cousin, she had a really, really challenging relationship with her mother, and they've kind of they're not on speaking terms at the moment. And this is another example of what's going on in the matrix with the mother and daughter dynamic, and it's really, really painful. And so because of everything that happened this week, because she only found out on Friday, and then I was speaking to my auntie, and because my auntie's now not involved in this reunion, even though she's brought her up for however many years, my auntie's really, really devastated, but my cousin won't speak to her. And so it's that is the wound, that is the mother wound. And And what Spirit showed me, it's like, even though I have an amazing relationship with my mum, and it's really, really rare, but like there's like a constellation in my family, there's a constellation of me and my mum and my cousin and my auntie. And it's like, Spirit showed me that dynamic of the four of us is a reflection of the collective. And so if there's angst or if there's unhealed wounds within like your own personal family dynamic, then that memory and that imprint is being carried within the collective, and it's really, really going to slow down the ascension. So Spirit showed me that, you know, they were like, we have to address this issue. It's so common. And you know, it's been hard for me to understand that because of my situation where I've never had that challenge with my mum. And so I want to speak about that. I want to speak about, you know, my relationship with my mum and why I believe it has been so amazing and so healing and so like new paradigm and setting this new template of very, very high level friendship and loyalty, like that's beyond the beyond. And I know I'm not the only one that has a good relationship with their mum, but I'm shocked to see how rare it is. Like even with a lot of people that live in Glastonbury, like they don't, like they're not interested in their mums. They're like, oh, you know, thank God I don't live with my family. That, you know, thank God my family are over there and I'm in Somerset. And I just feel so blessed that my mum's up the road and like I see her all the time. And right, so it's really common. So that's why that is the mother wound. Obviously, like it's a really, really deep subject, but also we're going to be speaking about the relationship between women and between the sisterhood, and that, you know, and I've certainly experienced that. I've certainly experienced very, very challenging relationships in the sisterhood. What with competitiveness, jealousy, not wanting each other to shine, not wanting me to shine because somehow if I shine that's gonna diminish something from them, sort of judgment. There's like loads and loads of issues between the feminine that really, really need to be addressed. And so that is why we're going to be working with this particular subject. It's massive, it's really, really massive. And actually the transmission anchored last night, like Spirit showed me, I opened up the portal for the collective healing of the mother wound last night. And so whoever is, you know, like going to be part of this ceremony, like it's already anchoring, it's already working itself on you. And even if you have a relationship, a good relationship with your mother, like all of us have had challenging relationships with women at some point in our life, and it's an opportunity for us all just to clean the slate. Do you know what I mean, brothers and sisters? So that we can move forward without that pain, without that those memories of betrayal and resentment, and that we can really, really heal that relationship with our mothers and understand that our mothers, like a little wounded girls that did their best, like they genuinely, for the most part, 99%, like they did their best. And so there has to come a place in our evolution where we stop being like, we stop going to our parents with our sort of like pots, or like our empty pots, saying, you know, fill me and you owe me this and you owe me that. I don't have that relationship with my mum at all. Like I just shower my mum with gifts, with time, with love, with wisdom, with laughter. Like I just feel like I'm in service to my mum, and it's like, and I really feel for us to have these high vibration relationships, we have to move from this idea that we need to get from our parents, because that's where when we're stuck in that childhood loop of those unfulfilled and unsatisfied sort of like childhood kind of memories and stuff like that. And I know that for myself, like I write my mum love letters, I write her letters of gratitude, of like, you know, like just thanking her for everything. And it really works, brothers and sisters, like for you to change that dynamic. If anyone's having challenging dynamics with their mothers, then like come do this transmission. It's going to be so massive for all of us, and it's going to be absolutely massive for the collective grid. And also we're going to be working with the energy of the Divine Mother, and so like the collective energy of Mother Earth, and we're just going to be sending big healing to her. So that's kind of it. Is there any comments? Let's see. Part of the lag. Where do you live, Jen? Part of the lag. So, yes, my mum is my best friend. Oh, that's beautiful, Sarah. Yeah, I'll just see if well, the only person's messages I'm getting is Kalika, so I don't know why no one else seems to be commenting, but yeah, Kalika's really going for it on the comments. So yeah, that's what I wanted to speak about. So the transmission. So basically, also, like, you know, the Magdalene feast day is on the 22nd, and Spirit told me that it's actually going to be, it's like a gateway that's being opened. The Magdalene portal, the Magdalene feast day is actually a gateway, and so we're being asked to work with the energies of the Magdalene gateway, but at the time of the 717 portal, because... Oh, yeah, Anna Maria. Yeah, you inspired me about this as well, sister. What was I saying? Oh, God, I forgot what I was saying. What was I just saying? Oh, yeah, the 717. So it's a really powerful twin soul portal date. And it's very important that we come together as a collective on that day. Hi Naomi. So it's really powerful. I have a very challenging relationship with my mother. I've not spoken in 7 months, not sure. Oh well, Sarah, you need to come, you'll have a miracle. All those who are having issues with their mums will genuinely have a miracle in this in the Magdalene transmission. You will, and so will your mum. Mums are the goddesses of creation, they are, but they're also, you know, many mothers are very wounded, and many mothers can be very narcissistic, you know, and I know that people in my family that has been perceived by my auntie's been perceived as that. I don't think she's narcissistic, but it's very easy to make that projection. But it's very easy to make that projection onto your mother if you go to your mother with that empty bowl of like fill me. Do you know what I mean? It's like we have to turn that around. Like when we reach maturity, like my relationship with my mum is, how can I serve you? What can I do for you? What can I give you? How can I enhance you? Like how even more kind can I be to you? Do you know what I mean? And when you actually approach your relationship with at that level, it's just humming. It's like it just hums, like fifth dimensional hums. Yeah. Anna-Marie says work with Jen. Yeah, I've helped many people heal their relationships with their mother. All the people that came on the retreat, they've all healed their relationship with their mother. Because that is just an automatic thing that comes out of doing this work, doing this level of work. Oh, that's beautiful. Your mum's always with you, Pauline. There's no separation. She's just like, you know, she can't even say she's beyond the veil. Cause like, is there even a veil anymore? I don't really think there is. I don't really think that there is a veil. So your mum is always with you. Your mum is always with you, love. And but I'm sorry that she's in spirit. I couldn't even bear to think of 1 second of my mum not being on this earth. That's touch wood. But yeah. So I hope all those people that were asking me about the mother wound, that they come forth and be part of this amazing transmission. So that's it. I think that was all I really wanted to say today, brothers and sisters. Lead that meditation and just talk a little bit about the mother wound. I'm sure there's like loads of other things for me to say. Hi Jessica Bolvin. Reciprocity in order to evolve. Yes, becoming a mum made me a better daughter. Yeah, me too. When I had my son, yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, what she did for me, what she continues to do for me is utterly mind-blowing. So I think that's it, brothers and sisters. I'll just see if there's any more messages. Yeah, that's it. That was my morning meditation, and thank you all so much. So what I'll do is I'll create the blog, the energy report, probably today or tomorrow, and then once the blog goes out, there will be the booking to get the PDF to join the group, to join the call. So everyone can book on tomorrow. See you on the 17th, Jen. I must carry on with processing in my mission. Bless you, darling. You're doing amazingly, Anna Maria. Oh, don't be uncomfortable. Don't be uncomfortable, Kalika. It's all good, sister. All that exists is love. Just pure love. So that's it. Namaste, brothers and sisters. Have we lost the sparkly filter? I think we might have lost the spark. Oh, no. And yeah, that's it. So I'll probably lead another meditation this week. So yeah, let's keep the vibe super high on our group. Keep sharing really exciting, high vibration posts, not kind of fear-based, like posts, which we do get some, they don't get through, but just don't bother. Just send like posts that like really, really like make everyone smile and yeah. Oh, that's beautiful, Sona child. No matter how difficult my childhood was with her, I'm grateful for my mum and the gift of life that she facilitated in physical form. Exactly, we have so much to be grateful for. Yeah, so that's it, brothers and sisters, and so many blessings for this beautiful day. We actually have some clouds in England, which is a blessed relief. And I love you all, and I'll see you in a couple of days for the next morning meditation. Namaste.